online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quest for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
Alrighty guys, welcome back for our second best of 3 this evening. We are going to be on Cobblestone to kick things off. And it's going to be between the Misfits and compLexity. Best of 3 action coming to you guys. 2 best of 3s this evening, and we're ready to rock and roll. I saw Desi pop into the chat. He was DMing me on Twitter earlier, asking me to make sure that we hype up this match, because it should be a pretty good one. I think this is going to be relatively even across the board between these two teams. And we'll have to see. So, Misfits picked Cobblestone, compLexity picked Train, and Inferno if we need it for map number 3, which we very well might need a third map in this series. I think that it could go the distance. So once again, guys, my name is Mega Man, bringing you the action tonight, and we will see the knife round come out between Misfits and compLexity. It's going to be Sick, Relics, Twist, Shazam, and Sean Garris facing off against Def, Surreal, Uber, Android, and Desi. So we are ready to get into this one right here, right now. Into the knife round we go. Decoys for extra mediocre, crappy damage onto the players. Ooh, 2 damage. Nice. Twist. He's going to be feeling that one in the morning. Oh, my knee! That time you took a decoy to the knee. I remember it. I remember it well. Uber going to drop. Sick going to drop. Backstab's trying to come around. We will see them swarm, and it looks like the Misfits are in a prime position to take the knife round, and they will do just that. And let's see if they start off on the T side. They're going to opt to stay on CT. So we will see Misfits start off on the CT side, compLexity going to be on the terrorist side. And remember, this is the Misfits pick, so they're opting to start off on CT side of their map pick. So they obviously have a good idea, a good understanding of what they want to do, how they want to do it. And it should be good to go. Time will tell for sure, but for now, we'll see how things ultimately play out between these teams as the countdown commences. We're ready to go into the pistol rounds, and again, Misfits starting off on the CT side, compLexity over there on the terrorist side, and this should be a pretty good series between these two teams. We'll see how it all boils down as we get into this one. So, live in the pistol, ready to go. Get some hype in the chat or something. Come on, boys. Pretty lackluster chat experience going on right now. Let's get this one going. So here we go into the pistol round. Map number 1, pistol round number 1, 0-0 scoreline, and we are kicking off live. So the Misfits going to be starting off at the CT side, sending 4 players, or at least 3 players initially over towards the B-bomb site, 1 to hold the doors. The compLexity, we saw them do this before. Fast strategy right up through the gut in mid. Now Desi holding over towards B. He's going to hear these footsteps, and, well, Relic's taking a dirt nap early on. Rotation has come out. They haven't landed much in the way of kills. The Twist going to double up. They've also got 1 player extremely low. The flank comes out, and Sean Garris is going to drop the bomb carrier. 1 more on site to deal with. The flank coming out from Desi, and Twist is going to take his head off as well. So it comes down to Android versus 2, and Twist goes for 4. Hey man, it doesn't matter if it's tier 2 or tier 57, silver 1. I don't care as long as the match is exciting. And so far, it's delivered in the way of Misfits picking up the pistol round. Twist going big with 4 frags in the opener. 4 UMPs and a scout, no bomb plant means head armor tech 9 buy here for the terrorist side. Surreal's going to prioritize the op, so he's going to have no armor behind this, but he does pick up a deagle, so he spends $700 regardless. compLexity at a bit of a standstill here, looking to push through this smoke. Relic's on the opposing side. Might have himself a field day. UMP comes out, 1, and done. Sick there. Going to be able to double up. Pulls out the pistol, gets a 3rd. Can he go for 4? He will. So back-to-back quad kills. 1 for Twist, 1 for Sick. The 2 youngsters doing work so far here for Misfits. And they are going to quell the push from compLexity in towards that B bomb site. No bomb plants for them means full save for compLexity this time around. Shouldn't see too much in the way of upgrades. A couple of P250s on the board, 3 of them to be exact. Palindrome. Might see a quick execute in towards the B bomb site again this time around from the terrorist side of compLexity, but so far so good for the Misfits. Surreal tagged up. Six going to be able to find 2 with just a P250. Relic's going to be able to find the spray with that UMP. Manages to cash in on $600 and another kill. Six still alive with just that P2000, and Relic's continuing to push forward. Manages to net himself a second kill with the ump. All down to Def, 1 versus Lots. He's getting flanked out. Lots of players in his line of sight, but it's going to be Bay to take him down. 3-0 for Misfits. Now comes the initial buy round. We'll see how things go moving forward, but it is a good start for the Misfits side. Over $8,000 for Sick, and he's actually going to pick up an AWP here. Shazam going to upgrade from the Scout to the AWP. He has yet to really get into the action. See how they play this. Six going to take the peek over towards Broken Wall. He's not going to spot anything. Uber is there and to the left. Is that Incendiary actually going to reach far enough to burn Uber? No. Desi finds first blood this round. No trade possible. Sean Garris tagged up to 67. Smoke comes out on long A. That's going to shy away any aggression from Def. Now they start to fall back. They've got Desi in a really good spot here. But nobody fools Bay! Gonna get the pick up the AWP, swing that double up setup back into the hands of the Misfits side. Push coming in towards B. Six gonna have to hit some shots. Not able to hit the flick. Gonna get spammed up here. Has to hit these shots. He's gonna get one more opportunity before Surreal bangs him down. There's a good looking reply here from the terrorist side. Surreal continuing to look for this. Flank coming out from Relics. They boost up a second player. They're gonna double flank. Twist over here? No, pardon me. They didn't boost up a second player. Nice shot from Bay. Android close quarters here towards the Broken Wall. Relic's trying to shimmy and shake around, but he's going to get taken down. Sean Garris picks up a second, but it's Android to close out the round. compLexity, welcome to the scoreboard, 3-1. So all in all, things looking copacetic. Money in the bank for the Misfits side. Going to go for the buy down. Shazam on the AWP. Not effective in the last round with it. See if he can do a little bit better this time. I don't like this caster. Well, then mute it. I don't care. Five men poised over towards the B-bomb side right now. Def going to be up in the drop room. 4 players outside of long. See where they decide to push. For now, though, it's going to be a slow play out of the compLexity side. See what kind of aggression they show as they start to posture up for this B take. WP in the hands of Surreal. Might be looking to open up the bomb site with it. But for now, it's going to be the slow play out of compLexity. Somehow through that wild spray, Sick actually hits Surreal for 24. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Good stuff so far. Push coming in through the Broken Wall. Flashbangs coming out. Not checking their 6. Relics is going to get backstabbed. AWP looking to do some damage here. Surreal, but it's going to be Twist coming back around towards the drop room. Tagged up. He does get the frag onto Def. Flashbang comes out over the top. He's going to do nothing to Surreal. He's still got line of sight, and now he's got the frag. Shazam hits the AWP again, not effective into this round. Watching for the flank, but it's Sean going over towards drop room. No, is he going to drop down or is he going to come back around? Sick trying to push by himself, though. He will fall. Surreal loses the AWP, but we are still a man advantage for compLexity. Push yet to come in. Twist still holding towards the drop room, looking like he's going to shy away from this right now. Incendiary towards the double door. Uber takes a little bit of damage from that, but they haven't pushed back in. Sean trying his hand. He will go down. Now Twist in a position to try and hang on to the up, and he shouldn't have a problem getting out of here. But it will go 3-2. compLexity starting to chip away at that lead that Misfits have. Cobble picked by Misfits, yes. Next map that we go to will be Train. That is compLexity's pick. Up salvage, but money reset. Misfits going to be on the pistols. We'll see what Twist can do with the AWP into this round. He's going to get boosted up in drop room. Looking for it. Finding it. Def down. So the AWP already being more effective in Twist's hands than it has been in Shazam's so far. Let's see what else they can do with that one carried over gun. Relics holding a tight angle here, but that can be flushed out by an incendiary. Oh! Uber gets his bell rung. Relic's looking for more. He's going to get his rung in return. Now it's going to be Shazam on the site trying to do what he can with the USP. Should be going for that player on high. Of course, we know that Uber is very, very low, but Uber's going to take him down anyway, and that B-bomb site is lost. At this point, it's going to be damage control. Going to send Twist all the way to terrorist spawn to try to hold on to the AWP. They did salvage in a MAC-10, but surely not going to be able to do much with that right now, as it should go even 3-3. No retake really going to be attempted here. They want to hang on to the AWP for the next gun round. Spotted out though. Sick. Extended spray from Desi. He's going to find one. Sees where the incendiary comes from. Tries to take the peek with Sean, but he is going to go down. They got to be careful. Two players are very low, and the swing from Sean's going to net another kill. That's $1,200 off the back of that MAC-10, so a nice round overall for him as far as farming up some money. He gets the AK, survives. So $1,200 plus a $2,700 gun. So Sean Garris making money that round. $3,900 in total, I guess you could call it. Sean actually 8-0-2 on the scoreboard, doing a tremendous job so far. We'll see if Shazam fares better with the AWP this time around. Where is he going to take that? He's going to be playing from the door, spotting down towards the bottom side of mid. He's been caught out here a couple of times, so he's got to be careful in this position, but he might have an opportunity. Smoke comes out. That's going to block vision. He's going to switch up his spot, play over towards the half wall. No, he's going to assist Sean towards long. He's going to come back towards mid. Pop flash goes out around the corner. Shazam, he's going to have it all to do. He's got to back off from this position. Trying to get himself back up into the site. Uber, spotted. Not able to land the shot, though. Now Uber coming around from the side, but they got to account for Sean in the back lines, and there it is. Shazam on the scoreboard now. Manages to pick one up. Twist is going to be able to chime in with one from the drop side. It's going to be 1 and 2 for Android. The double spray down comes out, trying to equalize things back into a 3 versus 2. Incendiary to flush him out, nade onto his feet as well. It's all down to Surreal, 1 versus 3. Makes it 1v2. Still within the realm of possibility. Spots sick through the corner of the smoke, making it a 1 versus 1, and now it's Shazam versus Surreal, AWP versus AWP. Shazam's looking for it, but he's playing the bait and switch. He's still got 35 seconds to work with. And there's the clutch. 1v3 from Surreal. Huge plays from compLexity. The double spray down from Android opened that round back up. And through the confusion, Surreal clutches it out with 3 big kills. Beautiful job from him. And a 4th round in a row on the board from compLexity. That's another reset for Misfits. They could force into this one, but they're going to play it smart and safe and go for the pistol upgrade. So to say the least, it's a taxing situation here for the Misfits side. Flash goes out. Surreal's not blind, can't capitalize on that. However, Twist will. Flashbang goes back out towards the drop side. Pardon me, the broken wall side. Now the backstab comes in. They're going to be able to net them kills this time around, and Uber able to pick up 2, but Shazam is here with the deagle. We know how good his pistols are. He finds a second one, looking for a third. Not able to line it up just yet. The Glock comes out and will finish him off. That's a 4K on the round for Uber. Scary stuff there. Shazam, a couple of nice 1Ds with that Desert Eagle, but it is ultimately going to go in the favor of compLexity 5-3. Two rounds the difference. Shazam back on the AWP. Full buy again for compLexity. No problems there. About as much utility as they can muster here for the Misfits side. Sean trying to line it up towards long A. Drops out the grenade. That's going to do a bit of damage to him again. Finding the early looks. And Sean continuing to do a good job over towards long A. The problem is that the hits primarily have been coming towards B. Android caught out. Nice shot from Sean. Again, he's the top fragger with twists. He's going to find a second one. Def foolishly pushing through the smoke. Gets capitalized on, and Sean's going to find a two-man advantage for his team. Sick. Was hunkered down over towards the stairs on long B, and Relics gets tagged up, but he finds a nice shot there on the Desi. Looking for more. He's going to capitalize and find two. Now it's Surreal versus 4. Gonna have to get the 4K to win this round. 1 versus 4. He just went 1v3. See if he can do one better. Still rattling off shots. Trying to find the angle here. With 20. Surreal finds a second. Finally able to be traded on, and Misfits find their way back onto the scoreboard. 5-4 scoreline. Double up, setup salvaged for them as well. We'll see if they can put it to work this time, but at the present moment, compLexity, they're going to force buy back into this one. Def low on money, but that's okay. He can tech 9. It's basically the pocket AK. He's going to go back to his harassment style over towards the drop room. He can get out in front of that smoke very quickly, and Sean, he's dinged up, tagged down to 21, 22 for Def. That nade might finish him off, and it will, but the damage has already been done. The fast push coming out towards the broken wall side. Now they've got to go huge on the back of sight. 6 going to get taken down by Desi. Now it's going to all come down to how they hold this. They've got one in the coops, but they're losing players fast. Android's going to be able to find 2. Surreal, upping down twist. It's down to Shazam. Does manage to drop the bomb carrier, but he's got to go 1 versus 4. Very difficult task, to say the least. They're going to boost up on tree as well. That flashbang is going to be good. Spots one up top. That's Desi down. One more to beat. Not able to connect on Surreal. Now Surreal just needs to hide. Uber on the backside of Pizza. See where they go with this. And Surreal misses the op shot while he's crossing. Smoke goes out on towards the bomb. Able to find the shot onto Uber, making it a 1 versus 1. But Surreal will finally finish him off. Got a little dicey there at the end as Shazam makes his way around, picking off 3 out of the 4, but compLexity ultimately stabilize and pull through on the round, so Misfits 2 rounds behind again. Onto the force buy they go. Misfits, they're in double save territory, so they go for the pistol armor buy. Might not be expecting this as they're sending the MAC-10 and the UMP up first, but it doesn't really matter. Shazam's going to get wrecked by the MAC-10 straight away, so it's going to come down to a 4v5, now a 3v5. Still looking for it. Alex trying to run on out. He's going to get taken down by Desi, who's netted himself $1,200 on that MAC-10. Easy shot for Surreal, and it's all down to Sean Garris, 1 versus 5. P250 in hand. Def coming around the corner with that UMP. Let Desi try his hand this time around. They've got him locked in, and Desi's going to make $1,800 this time. 7-4, compLexity. Three-round difference. Now's this full save from the Misfits side. They're going to pick up a couple of pistols, but nothing going to be too big. Surprised they haven't called for a pause yet. 4 rounds on the CT side is nothing to sneeze at, though, so they've definitely got a decent amount behind this so far. Sean on the backside of that smoke. Shazam up towards the top side of mid at the half wall. Trying to spot for Def to come through. Def is going to come through, but he doesn't see it. Def's going to walk right up on him. 4x3. He's going to screw him. That is going to be 2 opening picks going the way of compLexity to start off the round. 5-on-3 sitch. And now Def is going to capitalize on a second one. Sean Garris on the mid slope. 3 kills for him. $1,800 off the back of that UMP. Last player spotted sick. Does lay out the dank, but he's not long for this world, and Desi will take him down 8-4 in favor of compLexity. Who's doing the heavy lifting right now for the Cole side? Surreal and Android, 11-6 and 11-7 respectively, but not far behind is Uber and Desi. 11 kills for Sean Garris. The spread not that tremendous on the Misfits side. They're getting the kills. They just close out the rounds. A lot of these rounds have come down to 1v1s. And 1v2s. Back onto the buy, the CT side. UMP and a FAMAS in hand. See if they fare any better. Shazam not able to pick up the AWPs on the M4 this time around. Six got to be careful playing that close angle. Does manage to spam back and connect on Uber. Def again trying to harass over here towards the drop room. Twist going to take up Shazam's position, so Shazam's going to rotate over towards A. Incendiary onto Sean Garris' position, flushed out, and Surreal capitalizes, well played. Now Twist still sitting over here under the window, Relics on the opposite side. And Def just taking these quick shoulder peeks. His Relic's going to try his hand and work his way in. If he does, he might get caught out, but it doesn't matter. Twist is going to find him. Now the push coming in on A. Shazam's able to find one shot in the back, and now Twist has to push on in through the Heavens side. Got one right in his face. He's going to be able to find that. Uber's sweeping around from the backside of the APC, and now we're down into a 1 versus 3. Desi can't convert the spray transfer. Misfits battle back. They manage to find another round. So 5 rounds on the board here, 13 rounds behind us. We're going to be looking for a little bit more. Explosive Tamale, yes, I actually work as a substitute teacher as well. I was handling middle school physical education today. We played a lot of kickball. It was fun. Back onto the buy, the compLexity side. Their money has been pretty solid throughout the half, but a round loss here might mean a struggle buy going forward. We'll see how things go. Sean Garris is going to be on the Mag 7. He's going to be playing close quarters down bottom mid. Relics and Sick going to be capitalizing, or at least trying to prioritize control of this broken wall area. Again, Surreal being on the receiving end of those rogue bullets. What is kickball? Kickball is basically like playing baseball, but with like, instead of playing with a ball and a bat, you play with a ball that you kick, and you basically play the same rules as baseball. Good position here from Relics. He's hunkered down in the hobbit hole. Shazam's going to find one. There's Relics finally able to pounce from that corner. Now they know that he's over there, but he's hunkered down, so it's not going to be easy to flush him out. And now they're going to peek him. But Sick on the site, trying to bait him out, and finally it's going to be Surreal to answer back. But now he's found himself in another 1 versus 3. They're trying to boost up through the drop room. You can see it. Twist trying to get his way up. Now comes the plant. 20 seconds. Has to stick it. Oh, the timing. A little bit off. He heard Sean to his left, so he decided to go for the peek onto that, and he gets taken down by Twists instead, coming around from the broken wall side. So it's going to go 8-6. Last round of the half. Bomb plant helps the money here for compLexity. Def's going to go on the UMP. Op back in hand for Shazam, and 3 AKs to support. Double up setup here for the CT side. Sick is going to pick one up. AK, 2 M4s. See what kind of damage they can do now. Sick trying to catch up. Twists the one top fragging. Not really sure what that was. You might be top fragging, but your nade game is kind of weak. Smoke goes out to the top of drop. Def trying to get out in front of that, seeing if he can spot anything. It's going to be Relics to try to hold this down with twists. I mean, I'm American, so I call it soccer, but it doesn't confuse me when people call it football. Slow play out of complexity, but it is going to be a hit towards the B-bomb side once again. Smokes come out. Def once again control of drop room. He's going to get tagged up by that incendiary grenade. It's still burning, but he's got himself into an angle, and Twists doesn't recognize that. He will go down straight away. Salvaged AK comes over. Man advantage swung for the T-side of complexity. Sean starting to hunker down towards mid, starting to get that push going. He's going to be looking for it, but sick over by Coops. He's going to be able to find one. Looking for more. That's the drop room position. He's going to drop the flashbang out, but spammed up and taken down by Desi. Now it's Shazam's turn. Down to a 2 versus 2, 30 seconds left on the clock. They've got to get in and get the plant. No utility left here for the terrorist side, so trying to get in here with an AWP watching this is going to be extremely difficult. He's holding for the tight angle. Desi's going to peek it. Shazam will capitalize, and it's down to Surreal once again to try and clutch this one out. Beautiful job from Shazam baiting out the shot. 8-7 halftime score. 4K for Shazam to close out the half. He's going to be right up there at the top fragging position with Twists, 13 apiece. So only a round advantage for complexity, even after they were able to string together a boatload of rounds there in the mid part of that. It actually goes back towards the favor of Misfits at the end of the half, and that is going to be a good start on the CT side for Misfits, trying to reel this one in. Into the second half pistol round we go. Misfits were able to... did they pick up the opening pistol? Yes, they did. Okay, so Misfits on the CT side were able to pick up the opening pistol round. That allowed them to get towards that 7 rounds, because if they didn't pick up pistol, we could have seen an 11-4 scoreline, maybe even worse than that. So we'll see how it turns out, but... For now, onto the T side, Misfits go. We'll see what kind of strategies Bay Garris throws at us right now. Looks like it's just going to be a pretty straightforward drop push. Android's on the receiving end of a couple of Glock bullets, and they're just going to train on out through the window. Tough spot for Surreal to be in. He's going to go for 2. He's not going to be able to find it, but Android coming around from behind does manage to find Shazam. So they keep it in towards a man advantage for the CT side of complexity. Definitely a tough spot. Relics on burst fire from a mile away, but he will switch over and find the headshot. Goes out. That does so much damage to Android. He's got to watch himself. Now Twists on long. Able to spot out Android. Not going to lay out some spam. Doesn't want to waste the bullets, but he is going to get gooshed for his troubles. Down into a 3 versus 3. 2 players lit on the T side. Now 1. And walled up. Twist's going to go down. It's all on Relics. 1v2. Makes it 1. Pardon me, 1v3. Finds a second. Can he clutch it? And he'll do so. That's a 4K on the round for Relics. Brings it back, and young Skyler going to put that pistol round in favor of the Misfits side. He was trapped on the site. Uber couldn't get it done. Had to go for the reload and, well, left Android hanging. So tied up 8-8 now. Complexity on the back foot. They're going to force into this round. See what they can do. 2 CZs, 3 5.7s. Armor for 4 out of 5. Push comes in towards the drop room, and already 2 kills on the board. One of them a TK, but Android is going to capitalize on the second one. Now they're trying to push in through the broken wall. Good nade's going to come in. That's going to do good damage. Sick down to 29. Shazam on 35. This eco round could be tremendous, or forced by, I should say. Here comes the repeat. Uber and Desi capitalized on 2 more. Sean left in a 1v4. He's going to find 1 before he falls, but that's it. And the round goes the way of complexity, so they answer back immediately. Salvage over a Galil and an ump. Pick up an ump and 2 M4s, and that's the reset for Misfits. So all of a sudden, complexity answer back. They've got the momentum. They're going to be able to potentially capitalize here, as it is going to be a forced buy from the Misfits side. Late call on that, but they will pick up some upgraded pistols and some armor. A few nades to work with as well, but Pistols doing work for compLexity last round, and Misfits thinking anything you can do, we can do better, so we'll see if they can capitalize now. Uber, a lot of early spam connecting on Shazam, down to 23. Ba-bam. Had to keep the rhyme going. Got to get 3 in, you know what I mean? Push coming in. Android caught out in the middle of no man's land. He's going to get caught out, and Twist's going to find the headshot and an M4 for his troubles. Does have the head armor to work with, so we're going to see that working forward. Good job watching the flank by Relic. So we've gone from a 5v5 to a 2v5 in favor of Misfits, and we haven't seen really anything on the board here from the CT side until Uber comes in with 2. Still had 11 bullets. He's got to be careful, but he's going to put it into a 1 versus 3. And Sean, Baby Bay, answers the call. 2 kills for Sean, 2 kills for Twists. 9-9 tied up again. Reset back on the board, and another Force Spy from compLexity. So it's a battle of the Force Spies right now. We'll have to see who answers back. Gonna look for the boost. Incendiary comes out, trying to get that boost up, and they will get that player up successfully. And surprisingly enough, they don't take a whole lot of damage in the meantime. However, they might have heard that player burning at the bottom side of drop. They might shy away from that. You can see very passive from Twists. Def is going to be up there, hunkered in the corner. But it will be Relics to find first blood. Dink goes out onto Twists, but unfortunately Def's not able to capitalize. One more player to beat over in the A bomb site. That's Surreal. Going to take a bit of a dunk nade there, down to 47. Desi doesn't hear the footsteps coming from behind, but he will turn around in time. We'll find the headshot onto Relics. Still surprised that they're not pushing in towards B, but this forward position from Uber is a good position. Doesn't spot out the player at the bottom side of mid. Surreal is trying to get himself back on towards the site, and he will do just that. Finds himself towards the default plant. Gonna have to be wary of these players coming up. Shazam making his way over towards the site, and they're gonna find 2. Looking all on Uber, who's stuck here at the top side of middle, trying to make a long A flank happen. Twists might go down, just based off of his HP and his current positioning. And he will get caught out. But now they know, and the Gleal comes around the corner. Uber shouldn't be long for this world, and there it is. Going to capitalize, find the headshot, and another round for Misfits. So like I said at the beginning of the broadcast for this, it is going to be a close matchup so far. 20 rounds upon us, 9-10 scoreline. Misfits with a slim margin. Everybody contributing on the team right now. 16 for Twist, all the way down to 12 for Sick. On the opposing side, it's Def that's slow to start, with it being 9 kills separating top to bottom. Not sure what that incendiary was, if that was intentional or not, to try and thwart players getting aggressive towards Broken Wall at the beginning of the round. It could be. Def's going to take a look anyway. Pardon me, who was that over there? Uber. Shazam, backline's position. Desi trying to pick up where Uber left off, and unfortunately, not really going to be the case. Now Def in a good angle. Sick coming around the corner. Going to flush him back. Shazam will find it. And these two players have basically strong-armed this B-bomb site. Surreal at the bottom of mid. Sean, prime positioning, sprays on point, and he'll take him down 11-9. To be fair, Jonesy, you don't have to watch the game if you don't enjoy the CS just because you bet on it. Or, if you have an issue with it being NACS, or bunny fingers, air quotes, NACS, then don't bet on it in the first place. That's always the other lovely option that you have. Push coming in towards B. Desi hiding in the hobbit hole. Finds 2. He's going to go right back into his little hole. They're going to flush him out. He's going to find a third. Could potentially get the 4K. He is on the low ground right now. Sick will finish off 2, but it's Uber to finish off the round, and compLexity find their way to double digits, 11-10. No, it wasn't a roast or anything like that, but if somebody's going to complain about the caliber of Counter-Strike that they're watching, then there's 2 options for you, you know? You can either just not watch the match and then check on your bets later, or not bet on the match so you don't feel obligated to watch it. That's just a generality, you know? It wasn't a roast. It wasn't a roast at all, boys. It wasn't a roast at all. Back to the rifles again for Misfits. 4 AKs and an AWP. Flashbang on point. Sick completely blinded, but they're already aggressive behind this. They're starting to push on in. Let's see if Desi can do this round what he did last round. Trying to push up onto the site. They're going to flush him out. Twist and Sean Garris both simultaneously on the scoreboard, and Twist through the smoke. Able to follow the tracers and net himself another kill, but Def close up on the site, able to find 2, starting to cause a bit of a ruckus here. Sean trying to get over towards that chicken coop area, and he will do so. And in the meantime, he's able to take down Def. So Surreal going to be left in a 1v3, opting to fall back from this position. Does manage to get a parting gift onto Twists to damage the economy a little bit more, but we'll see how things go. It will go 12-10 in favor of the Misfits, and this is a bad situation for compLexity as the reset is going to come in. Decent enough money on Android. He's still not going to have enough to buy going into this round, 34.50. With 14.50 on Uber, we might see a force out of compLexity. It's definitely possible that this is double safe territory. Handicap. Sean Garris going to get knifed by his teammate down to 78 at the start of the round. So they're going to give a little handicap to compLexity's eco round here. What is this lineup? Where is this one going? Oh, it switched before I got a chance to see. Womp womp. Mop. Mop. Desi playing over by the danger zone. Looking for aggression to come his way, but it hasn't happened yet. Flashbang out in mid. Wrecked by that flash, but Desi's going to be able to find one flanking around from the backside. Sick. Twist in Relics. And Relics again. 13-10 Misfits. They clean it up. You call cringe on the danger zone call? Come on, man. There's a reason for that call. There's a reason for that call. Danger zone! Lana! So we're looking for it. Here's the second save from compLexity. So Misfits with a golden opportunity to get up to 14 before all's said and done. Twist already out through drop, capitalizing on Android. Double spray down from him. That's 3 on the round for him as well. Now Surreal over here behind the doors. Not going to get too much out of this one, but we're looking for it. Twist. Very swift round from him. Netting 3 kills early on. Flashbang out through the drop window. Relics don't want to get too aggressive behind this. Spots out 1. Does get dinked, but through the corner of the wall, and he'll find both kills to finish off the round. So it's 14-10 now in favor of the Misfits side. So things looking pretty good here for the Misfits to take map number 1. And remember, Train is compLexity's pick for map number 2. (14-10). Surreal, though, able to open things up here for compLexity, find the first pick on the board, and get them the man advantage to start things off. And that's the first time in a while that we've seen compLexity pick up a man advantage to start things off. You forgot the lyric? What comes after highway to the danger zone? I got you, brother. Absolutely got you on that one. You are covered, my friend. Who's screaming? Double up setup here for the CT side. So this is the response that they have. Android's going to have one. Surreal is going to have the other. The execute looking like it's going to come in towards this B bomb site once again. Oh. Gotta get a little water. Throat's cutting out on me. Desi, though, able to capitalize on one. Coming out from the Hobbit hole again is Uber to capitalize on Sick after the trade comes out. Def caught in an awkward gun switch. The battle will go the way of Twists. Uber again, able to rectify that. Excuse me, yeah. I got the Ebola right now. Nice shot from Shazam. Trying to clutch out a 1v3 here. Has himself into a decent enough position. Able to find another pick, but Uber finally pounces on the backside of the statue, and he will find a third kill of the round. Salvage the op in complexity. It comes down to only one player alive for them, but we'll see how things go. Adrian, actually, most of the people are here for my personality. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real here, brother. 14-11, complexity keeping themselves alive in this for now, but it is going to be a really struggle buy for them. A UMP, a FAMAS, a Mag 7, an M4. Sean spamming the wall, trying to make some noise for his teammates' footsteps to come around, but Android's there with the double Mag 7, almost making it 3. Relix is going to walk right into Desi's FAMAS. Bomb down in drop room. It's in a difficult position to be recovered. Surreal worried about a player coming around flanking A, but that's not going to be the point right now. As again, it's going to be Shazam and Sean. Sean's able to find one, traded immediately, and that bomb, well, it works itself forward ever so slightly again. Now Shazam towards the broken wall, trying to get himself out in front of it, and he will do. Player up on 3, and Uber going to capitalize from the high ground, manages to take him off the map. 14-12 now in complexity. Well, they're not done just yet. Still money on the T side for the buy. We'll see one op picked up, dropped over to Shazam, as he didn't have enough for his own, so we'll see how things go. No, this is a BO3. Once again, quick for the long B control. Sean trying to do some damage through mid, but in return, he gets tagged down to 48. So a tough start here once again for Misfits. More spam getting thrown out here by Def. Not connecting just yet. So they're just having a little bit of a spam war in mid. Reminiscent of the old 1.6 days. But again, multiple rounds in a row have been favored towards that B bomb site. Shazam's boosted up outside of B, looking for the aggression to come out, trying to spot for anybody to come towards that back B platform. Desi looking like he's teasing the idea. Hasn't committed to it yet. He's just going to play the slope for the time being. Incendiary out. One in return. That's going to flush Uber out of his position. He's going to have to push forward and drop off a tree. Drop room open for contention. Android trying to hold that solo dolo right now. Def going to take a battle with Sick, and he will lose it, but there's the refrag from Android, and he's back to watching drop. Desi's going to be able to pick off one. Back and forth we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Uber still trying to dance around the backside of the statue, but he's going to get caught by Relics. Still looking for another one. Surreal behind the smoke, but Android manages to trade out Twists. Down into a 2 versus 2. A little bit better health on the complexity side. The firepower is an AWP and an AK versus double AK setup. Misfits looking for that elusive 15th round. Both players starting to push back in towards the site. Relics is here. Spotted out. Sean caught napping, and Android, he's going to finish it off. 4K on the round for him. And the defuse will come in. 14-13. We're not done just yet, boys. So 27 rounds now behind us. The Misfits still hold a slim margin of 1 round. The gun's going to get dropped. The economy's starting to evaporate. And the big thing about this round right here, albeit would be 4 rounds in a row for compLexity, they would finally break the money and have a bit of a struggle by here on the terrorist side. You can already see the utility being impact here. Only a smoke for Twist, no head armor for Shazam, only a flash for him as well. So they're in a troublesome position right now, and compLexity, they could end up stealing it. Look at these nades coming in towards that B platform. Desi completely caught out, trying to drop a smoke, and he will get it out in time. That allows him space to move. First frag on the board, Uber from the backside of the statue, able to find one. Capitalizing his relics on a Desi, but Def's there for the trade. Man advantage once again here for the CT side. Incendiary goes out. Twist is going to throw his life away, but it's going to be Sean to try to wrap on the site, but they simultaneously drop 14 all, no bomb plant. The money bonus is the only thing that's going to save them as far as formulating any kind of a buy, but Misfits on the force, compLexity on the verge of bringing this one back. Yeah, it's like you guys are saying in chat, we have yet to really see an A execute out of the Misfits side. I'm pretty sure every single round has been a hit towards B, with the exception of Pistol, where they went for the drop split towards A. Back to brass tactics again here for the terrorist side. Pushing through the Molotov, trying to get out in front of the broken wall, which they will do. Uber's going to find himself in a tricky position now on the backside of the site. He's going to get flooded by a hail of Tech 9 fire. Frags going out into the favor of the terrorist side right now. Traded back now favorably for the CTs, Surreal and Android, in a 1 versus 2 against Relics, who is stuck on site. Incendiary comes out. Relics trying to do what he can to stay alive. He's not long for this world, and Android will clap him. That's going to put it into a 15-14 scoreline, and with that force buy, the bomb plant, and the money bonus coming up, they will have enough to go for the guns. So now, Misfits are the ones fighting for overtime. The CT half, the CT hold, the last 5 rounds in a row for compLexity has been tremendous. So I said it was going to be a close series. I figured it was going to be 2-1 in one or the other favor. I don't play favorites in either of this, but I figured it was going to go the full 3 maps, 2-1 scoreline for one of the 2 teams. But right now, compLexity are on the verge of stealing away Misfits' map pick, and Misfits had a lead of 14-10 at one point. Good flashbang out around the backside of the smoke. Let's make it a second one. Sick is over there. Now 6 dead, so already a good start for compLexity. What's this? What is this sorcery? Doth mine eyes deceiveth me? Do the Misfits fare their way towards the A bomb site? Flashbang comes out, not going to blind up anybody. We'll see how it goes. Still rotating Desi back over towards the B bomb site, but if the hit hasn't come in, compLexity's got to start asking questions, and they've got 3 CTs over here. The push is going to start coming in towards the bottom side of mid. Relics going to be able to trade out Def, but it's not looking good here for Misfits. 1 player on the backside of APC. It's all down to Bay, and Bay is on the dirt. It's going to be a 16-14 comeback victory for compLexity. They steal away Cobblestone over the Misfits side. That is going to be the start that compLexity want, because now we're going to go to Train, which is compLexity's map pick. We'll be